Hi, I hope everyone will be fine. Today, I will take you on a tour of some of the famous historical places in Pakistan. Mirikot Fort. Mirikot Fort is located within Ranikot Fort, which is situated in Sindh, Pakistan, near the Kirthur mountain range. Jamshoro district, Sindh province, Pakistan, nearest city. San, about 30 kilometers away. Nearest major city. Hyderabad, Sindh, about 90 kilometers away. Mirikot Fort, also known as Mirikot, is a significant historical structure located within the expansive Ranikot Fort complex in Sindh, Pakistan. Ranikot Fort, often referred to as the Great Wall of Sindh, is recognized as one of the largest forts globally, with a circumference of approximately 32 kilometers, 20 miles. Situated amidst the Kirthur Mountains, Mirikot Fort is positioned about 3 kilometers from the eastern San Gate of Ranikot. It is one of two smaller forts within the main fortification, the other being Shergar Fort. Mirikot is located at a lower elevation compared to Shergar and is believed to have served as a residential fort, possibly housing members of the royal family or serving administrative purposes. The architecture of Mirikot Fort showcases traditional stone and lime mortar construction, reflecting the historical building practices of the region. The fort's design includes defensive features such as bastions and strategically positioned entry points, indicative of its military significance in controlling and monitoring movement through the Kirthur Mountains. Today, Mirikot Fort stands as a testament to the rich cultural heritage of Sindh and offers insight into the region's historical significance. Visitors to Ranikot Fort can explore Mirikot to experience firsthand the grandeur and strategic importance of these historical fortifications. Residence Mirikot Fort is believed to have been a residential and administrative fort rather than a purely defensive structure. It may have housed nobles, officials, or members of the ruling Talpur family during the 18th to 19th centuries. Architecture and facilities: strong stone walls, built with limestone and mortar, providing security. Large courtyards, indicating open communal spaces for social and administrative activities. Watchtowers and bastions, suggesting military presence but not an intense war zone. Storage and living quarters, indicating provisions for food, water, and shelter. Proximity to Ranikot Fort allowed access to additional supplies and resources. Living conditions, comfort level. Likely basic by modern standards but comfortable for the time, with ventilated rooms, shaded areas, and open courtyards. Water supply, possibly sourced from nearby wells or rainwater collection systems. Food, likely dependent on supplies from local villages or trade routes, with diets including grains, meat, and dairy. Clothing and culture, influenced by Sindhi and Talpur traditions, with embroidered dresses, turbans, and Sindhi caps. Daily life, food and cuisine, housing and architecture. Security. The residents of Mirikot Fort, which was part of the Ranikot Fort complex, likely engaged in various activities depending on their social status and roles within the fort. Here's a breakdown of their daily life and activities. Women and children of noble families might have lived inside Mirikot, engaging in household management, embroidery, and cooking. Servants and workers likely assisted in cleaning, food preparation, and water collection. Construction periods and rulers. Early Arab influence, 7th to 9th century CE. Some theories suggest that Ranikot, including Mirikot, may have been initially built during the early Arab rule in Sindh, possibly under the Umayyad Caliphate, 661 to 750 CE, when Muhammad bin Qasim invaded Sindh in 711 CE. Talpur dynasty, 18th to 19th century CE. The most widely accepted theory is that Ranikot and Mirikot were renovated or reconstructed during the rule of the Talpur Mirs of Sindh in the early 19th century, around 1830. 1812 CE. The Talpur rulers were known for fortifying strategic locations in Sindh, and Mirikot could have been built or restored as a residential and administrative fort during this period. Mirikot is believed to have been a residential fort, possibly housing royal or high-ranking officials. It is one of two smaller forts within the massive Ranikot Fort complex, the other being Shergarh Fort, which is situated at a higher elevation. Mirikot Fort is located within Ranikot Fort, which is situated in Sindh, Pakistan, near the Kirthar mountain range. Location: Jamshoro District, Sindh, Pakistan. Coordinates: approximately 25.887 degrees north, 67.906 degrees east. Nearest city: San, about 30 kilometers away. Nearest major city: Hyderabad, Sindh, about 90 kilometers away. How to reach Mirikot Fort? By road. The fort is about a 3-hour drive from Karachi via the Indus Highway, N55. From Hyderabad, it's around 2 hours by car. You can reach San town first, and from there, a dirt road leads to Ranikot Fort. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel Bluestone 9999.